Yeah, Lindsay, hello. All the best to you too, and John and everybody. I'm going to try to read just a few names. Obviously, I don't want to bog you down, but I am going to tell you this. This could end up as being one of the shortest webinars you ever have been on. And the reason is going to be very funny. And I'll tell you about that in just a moment. All right. I'm going to take a wild guess in your mind why this could be the shortest webinar you've ever attended in your brain. I'm not going to make you put it in the question answer box or anything. I want to just get to say hello to some of you guys first. Ladies and gentlemen, I should say. Hello from just type where you're at, if you could hear me okay, and that kind of thing. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is Alan. We have Raleigh, Robbie. We have Lindsay in Brisbane, Australia. Hey, thanks for joining us. Vancouver, Washington. We have Kansas from John. We have Randall from Kansas. We have Palm Bay, Florida, Richard and William Craig. I can't pronounce that, William, in Virginia. Excited on the Oregon coast, says Tim. Yeah, Pete, Tim, I'm really excited too. I'm just going to have trouble containing myself here. I'm trying. Pete, good morning, everyone from the UK. Thanks for staying up. How long are the EVA clips? We'll be telling you about that, Jeffrey. St. Louis, Missouri here. Good evening, all. And that is from James. Geneva, greetings from Waldorf, Maryland. Vero Beach. Hey, Dave. And we have Rancho, I can't pronounce that either, Don. Don, I've known you so long, I can't pronounce where you live. Tom from Ohio. Curtis in Palm Beach. Hey, Greg. Hi, Greg. That's from Sydney, Australia. Wow. Knitting Club for widowers over 80. Randy, you're in the wrong place. And then we have Robbie. Hey, Robbie. How you doing? Call from Atlanta, Georgia. Love. Tim. Oh, you're here because of Paul Darby. Wonderful. Hello from Post Falls in North Idaho. Larry from Arkansas. Hello from San Antonio. Lawrence. We have San Diego, Patricia. We have Minneapolis, Petria. And Luann's getting a hello from John. Hi, everyone from Eddie in Arizona. Hello from Colorado. I can't get to everybody. I wish I could. Hello from Scotland. Barry, Tyrone, Minmo. Good to see you again. Frank, Anthony, and Russ, and Phil, and Bill, and Joyce, and Lindsay, and Stephen, and Ken, and Larry, and Gaynor, and Eric, and Brian, and Stephen, and what? Oh, gosh. Oh. No, GoToWebinar didn't fail in answer to your question. I saw that question above. However, it partially failed on us in terms of loading videos, and that's what took us so long. It was a very good guess that you took. Leo in Cincinnati, Dennis from New Jersey, Pisgah Forest, North Carolina. Sounds nice, Mark. And we have Frank, another longtime person that we've been dealing with for so long. Bryce, Australia, lots from Australia. Scott in Pennsylvania. Yes, I do apologize, Kerry. Paul sent me, says Alan, and we have Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Les, and Marion, Germany, and Vron, Los Angeles, Fred, LA, Kerry, hi. Okay, I'm sorry for us. I wanted to get through as many as I could. I'm sorry if I missed you. We have such a large crowd tonight, and I am so excited. Of course, my name is Todd Gross. I am known as the green screen guy because I came from television back in 2005, 2006, and then I started bringing video to the internet, and then I started bringing to internet marketing AI, and I teamed up with various different people to do, text to voice with Oliver, of course, with the Synthesys product, and then our AI that Oliver and I put together starting 2018, 2019 has grown and grown and grown to new heights. Welcome to the webinar. How much has it grown? Well, Eva, actually, you know what? We thought of this last night. We said, why don't we give her a voice? And this is what we came up with.
Hi, I am Eva. I'm so happy to meet you.
Now, before Eva continues speaking, I want to make sure that you were able to hear that because it's crucial to how the webinar goes today. I have different choices as what I could show you in just a few minutes. So I want to make sure that you were able to hear and see her. She was very low volume. Okay, that's good to know. Very good to know. All right, so turn up your volume a little bit because some of our things are going to be that way, but I have a way to overcome that. All right, that's great to know. All right, so now we're going to play more Eva. Let's play that again.
Hi, I am Eva. I'm so happy to meet you. Every video you see in this presentation was made by me, including this one.
That's right, including that one. But what's interesting about that is that this and this, the two clips that I just showed you, same girl.
Every video you see in
Okay, so you understand what I'm getting at is the consistency from one to another. Now, before we get started, all right, because I'm going to have an introduction in a minute. And the introduction is pretty exciting. And I want you to get other family members gathering around and that kind of thing, because it's going to be pretty impressive. But before we get started, I want to ask you guys how many people are aware of what's been going on with AI in terms of text to video over the course of the past 1 to 2 years. Did you see or did you not see the origins of this last year when text to image first came out? I want to know, give me a one if you were aware of the first attempts at text to video where you would see like a horse running, but the horse would like run for a half a second and then go the wrong way, or a train was going down the tracks and that would just like collapse in front of you. Were you aware of this development over the past year? Okay, so now give me a 2 if you haven't been paying attention to this whole text to video surge where you take a text, you say something, or you put an image in and then you make it move. I mean, true text to video. Put a 2 in if you haven't been following this, if you're not aware of it. Okay, about a third of you. All right, so here's my question. How many people here have been chomping at the bit to get true text to video over these several months? Like I've been, just going crazy. And I've even mentioned it on previous webinars. How many people have been going crazy trying to wait for this to be actually become publicly available and not just, kept by OpenAI and other people like that? Yes, you've been dying for some good stuff. Yes, for sure. That's why you're here. Okay, so that's basically the point of the webinar, is that this has been developing and it's just now coming to the point where it is feasible to release it. And I'll be honest with you, it ain't perfect yet. It takes a few tries, and that's going to be a theme of this webinar, is that it's not perfect yet, and yet what you can do with it is mind-blowing, even though it's not perfect yet. Now, in fact, it's so mind-blowing that we have an announcement to make right off the top at the beginning of the webinar. We know that this is so impressive that you'll want to purchase it before the webinar is over. That as you watch it, you'll be just bugging us in the question answer box. It's not expensive the way we've structured it, and yet it is totally freaking mind-blowing despite some of the shortcomings. It's so exciting, anticipating a lot of you are going to ask in the question answer box for the link. So let's come up with a code word. If you need to purchase, I guess you could say on the spot, impulse, because it's just so exciting. Let's come up with a word. Let me think. Buy now. It's the simplest thing in the world. Or I want it now. How about that? Because this is something that it's not really that expensive. Buy sounds expensive. Let's say I want it now. If you write I want it now, I'm going to put that right in here. I want it now. In the question answer box, we'll send you a link and a founders only coupon. All right. I just wanted to get that out there. Of course, we expect you to watch the whole webinar if you can, but if you can't take it, you're too antsy because it's just too good, then we understand. So we're not going to make you wait for a change. This could be the shortest webinar that you've ever attended. And I have a special announcement that goes along with that. You know how we just saw Eva speak? We have a lot of lip syncing examples to show you when we do the text to image today. It's perfect for voiceovers. So what I'm going to do is I will do 2 minutes worth of voiceovers for you, which is actually kind of a lot because these are short video clips, as we'll explain. And for the first 50 people who get in on this special Founders Edition today, because we are going to sell you something later today. Yeah, we're going to show you the state of the art of text to video, but we're going to sell you this. This is exciting. The first 50 people will get a free 2-minute custom voiceover by me, the voice of internet marketing, Todd Gross. You will get my voice voicing over your videos, doing character voices if you want, or speaking deeply in a news voice. Whatever you like, I'll do for you. 2 minutes for the first 50. So keep that in mind. If you do get really antsy to get something, then, you'll also get that bonus because you'll be one of the first 50. Now, we also have a webinar contest. One lucky person, based on something we say during the webinar, we'll do a sort of, a question where we pick the right answers from you guys randomly, and we'll pick one person, just one, because you're going to get the entire thing reimbursed. So if you purchase, you have a chance to get an entire reimbursement. And we'll do that by just having you write us at my email address, yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. We'll tell you more about that later. All right. Now, have I got you guys somewhat excited yet? Because I'm about to get you more excited. Wait a minute. We didn't show anything. Balaji already wants the link. Luann, do you see this? You gotta give Balaji the link and the coupon. That's whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. I just scrolled up. We may be out of the 50 already. I didn't show it to you yet. Wait till you see it. All right. Listen, just wait till I show you the video. Oh, all right. I better get to this. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I should take a picture and show you what just happened in the question answer box. Why am I telling you this now? Well, fair warning, you may not be able to resist, Eva, once you see what I'm about to show you. Every clip in the following video, okay? Every clip was made by Eva in the past week or two. And the entire video I'm about to show you was edited by me in tools that you also get with Eva. It's either tools that you get or very similar tools. All right. All these clips were made with Eva and with the Founders Edition bonuses included today, because what I'm going to show you is long, and Eva makes pretty short clips, but what I'm going to show you now is long. You'll be able to do everything that you are about to see. Now, let me get my video ready because I'm going to have to show it to you. And what I'm going to do is ask you, do you see a boat, a sailboat on your screen right now? The founder's bonus, John, that's going to include Canva instructions so that you can use that. It's going to include the integration. No, I'm sorry, CapCut instructions. It includes the integration with Canva so that you could use this inside of your Canva. You guys could see this. Okay. All right. This is too funny. You guys already purchased. All right. Wait, just watch this, then purchase here. Okay, you guys ready? You ready to see this? This is going to blow you away. Call some family members around and tell them this was all made by AI by Todd. Me, I did this. I'm not a video editor. I did this last night. I really did. Okay, here we go. You guys are ready. All right, let's call that a tease because some said there was no sound. Did you hear sound? Audio going in and out, it says. Okay, well, we have an alternate way of playing that, but you're going to have to turn your speaker up because remember before it came in low. Okay, you guys ready to turn your speakers up? Tell me if you're ready to turn your speakers up. Thank you for letting us know. That was very helpful. All right. I'm going to show it to you the other way. Here we go.
I'm Emily, and I want to share with you the story of my first time in the snow. It was an unforgettable experience. I had never seen snow before, so when my family decided to take a winter vacation to this beautiful cabin in the woods, I was beyond excited. The moment we arrived, I was mesmerized by the sparkling white landscape. It felt like stepping into a winter wonderland.
Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow, there lived a little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie loved to explore, and one day she found a shiny golden key hidden under a bush. Curious, Rosie picked it up and hopped around.
Check out Joe's photography. He's the best in the business.
Let's try that again.
I'm Emily, and I want to share with you the story of my first time in the snow. It was an unforgettable experience. I had never seen snow before, so when my family decided to take a winter vacation to this beautiful cabin in the woods, I was beyond excited. The moment we arrived, I was mesmerized by the sparkling white landscape. It felt like stepping into a winter wonderland.
Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow, there lived a little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie loved to explore, and one day she found a shiny golden key hidden under a bush. Curious, Rosie picked it up and hopped around.
Check out Joe's photography. He's the best in the business.
All right. Despite some sound problems, what did you guys think of that? Good fireworks, good music, good vocal. Yeah, so at the beginning, what was going on there, you were having trouble hearing from the comments that I saw, the sound of the ocean that I had edited in there. Mind-blowing, says Nancy. I like it, says Fred. Amazing, says Lindsay. Lindsay, thanks for being here. It's great, says Greg. The potential, very nice, dope. Okay, so we're going to talk all about this today, obviously. And if you really want to get in right now, don't forget the code word, I want it now. We have folks right now getting in there, getting my bonus because they are so excited about it. And that is great. We will show you more of that later on in the webinar, similar things to that. Now, let me just go over the history of how we got from there to here. Okay. By the way, Luann and Shannon, we just had another slew of about 20 more I want it nows. I have to consider extending that bonus, the voiceover bonus. I may do that in a second. All right, well, I'll count that up in a second. Let me go more through what we've got going on here. So the problems with other text to image over the course of the years has been several fold, and that's what we'll be talking about today. So this is just the agenda that I'm showing you now. Our solution obviously is EVA. It features both text to image, so you could write something down and it makes images. Text to video, which you just saw a lot of video clips that were actually generated together, but some, as some of you in the comments noted, they were individual. And then, of course, it includes more than that as well. And we'll go over the other features too. I'll show you a demo, how to use it in terms of what you could do with it application-wise, how to get your hands on what we're calling the Founders Edition, because today on this very webinar, you're going to get a special package, which includes the main product, all the upgrades, all the bonuses. That's what we're offering, and we're not opening the doors on this yet. We're not opening that main product without the upgrades. But that's not even available yet to anyone. This is just for you, this package. And the bonuses I told you about. There's going to be a contest for one person to win a reimbursement, a total reimbursement, and we're going to have a Q&A section. All right, so that's how this is going to go. Now, here are the problems with the other text to images over the year. You know this, all right? Anyone who's familiar with text to image already knows this. You've seen all those applications that use AI to create text to image. Those images don't always look the way you want, and even though they're getting really good, all right, the ability to freeze your face, or should I say your entire being, or let's say a client of yours, or an object, such as something you want to sell, or EVA, like you saw us do earlier, a mascot, the ability to recreate that person has not been on the table before. And I'm going to show you in just a moment how you can now exactly recreate somebody over and over again. You're going to see me in the gym, as a matter of fact, with big muscles, which I unfortunately do not have. You'll see that in just a minute. So we've cured that problem. The images now not only look the way you want, this is just the text to image section, but the text to images that we produce can also then be taken and brought over to the video section. All right. And that's important because this is really a text to video product more than anything else. Taking things even further, those images, of course, certainly couldn't move. that was the big problem. And now imagine being able to unlock your imagination and not just create this idea of a duck flying around the moon going to Mars, but now you could actually have that in motion. Not only can EVA's text to image create near perfect personalizations of you or your chosen models or clients, now you could take those text prompts or the images that you create and turn them into videos. So you'll be able to feed a video in, an image into the video section and then make that move or have a background moving around it, that kind of thing. You get accurate, stunning, and dynamic results. And as I said, it's not perfect. It takes some trial and error, which I'll discuss. And it's very important why we're throwing something in for free today. So let's start with just the text to image part. All right. So you're already aware of text to image. That's where you write something down and creates an image right off the top of your head. You're aware of that. Well, we've taken that part one step further. Remember, we're going to use that to create videos too. But just right off the bat, we create stories. All right. So instead of having to write something over and over again, in this case, what I did is I wrote, cute gray cat. And then I wrote on the right, see on the right where it says sitting on the beach, walking towards a house, sleeping on a couch, playing with a ball of yarn. Our cute little gray cat, all I had to do was give it 4 different things to do. And when I say that this was our first results, I'm not kidding. These were our immediate results. All right. So the cat sitting on the beach worked. The cat on the walkway worked. The cat on the couch worked. The cat playing with the ball of yarn worked perfectly. Now, when you get to the video side, sometimes it takes a little more trial and error, I'll be quite honest. But this is the best part. So that's one. You could create a story even with images. But this is the best part. All right, so for those of you that don't know, this is me. Let me see if I could turn my camera on. I look terrible. I look terrible right now. You see, I don't look that great. My hair's a little messed up. I'm wearing my headphones half on, half off. Hi, everyone. All right, so this is me. The image that you see is me. For those of you that aren't familiar. I got to get this camera. Okay, so there I am. From this image, I was able to make the following. And again, I did this on the spot last night. I mean, this was almost immediate. This is me in the gym. Look at those muscles. And look at that six-pack. Is that something or what? All right. And now here I am playing with my telescope. The telescope's behind me. And then I wanted to sit on the beach. And that's what's on the right there. Can everybody see that? First, let me know if you see that personalization. Okay, so remember, thank you for loving the flannel shirts, Lindsay, because I wear these all the time and I must be driving somebody crazy with them, like my girlfriend, perhaps. First of all, so this is just the text to image personalization. All right. So let me just show you that again. We have more examples of this later, but I want you to understand of like the 8 images that I had printed out of me in the gym. We picked these 2, but it's 4 and 4 printed out. And then the next 4 came out and we picked 2 of the 8 as the ones we liked. All right. And in this case, it was similar. It was like one of the 4 for the telescope, one or 2 of the 4 for sitting on the beach. So that's the first thing. Personalization is crucial because you could then bring this over to the video side and make videos of me walking around. All right. And you'll see me do that with a fairly famous actress as well in just a minute. Speaking of famous actors, we have the pose control ability. So see where I'm standing here with my hand over my head. All right. So we could also make that a pose. And we could force the issue where we can make images with that pose, both in text to image and text to video. So in this case, Selma Hayek is on the bottom right. And you'll see this in the demo too, if the audio works in the demo. And she's in a certain pose. And then we took our image that we created and we made her look a certain way, pose in a similar fashion. So we have pose control as well. Now, in addition to the stories, in addition to the personalization, in addition to the pose control, of course, it's text to video that's driving this product above everything else you've ever seen. All right. And we're tapping into the current state of the technology. I'm, of course, partnered with Oliver and the Synthesys. We're putting this out with under the Synthesys label. It resides in the Synthesys dashboard. We have been the leader in AI since 2018 in our space. So the things you could do with text to video are also crazy. We can create a story, but this time the stories that we create are moving. So let me give you a couple of examples. Now, this does not have audio. This is just video. And since it doesn't have audio, I would like to know if you could see it clearly. Okay, so that's one story. Did you see the story about the winterscape? Okay, great. Tim, no, don't worry about upgrades because I'm going to give you today, I'm going to give you a bonus, which the upgrade is going to be included. All right. You're getting the bonus. I'll talk about that later. The next thing we're going to show is this story. Now, all we did in order to produce this is we said, you know, woman, I didn't create this one, so I don't know what the prompt was, but it was something like woman with perfume, woman, you know, doing this, woman doing that. So this is the first scene, and it's 4-second scenes. The second scene is she picks up the bottle. The third one is she looks at the bottle in front of a mirror. And the fourth scene was that she did something else. I don't know what the prompt was, I have to admit. But here's another one. This is more obvious, walking down a path. So here's a story where we said, you know, brick path, and then we described the 4 different scenes of how the brick path would be. one with mountains in the background, one with grass in the background, that sort of thing. Now, these create something that's linked so that each scene is the same, but it's linked to each other. Now, we could have produced 4 separate scenes, right? 4 separate clips. And we could have kept the consistency in there, and I'll show you how in a minute, and then just edited it in with Canva, which is integrated later this week, it will be, or with CapCut, which is a free program, a video editor, which we give you instructions for. All right. You could do it that way too. But now is the best part. And I did this last night. It's the personalization when it comes to the video. And this is really fantastic. So who knows who this is? Who knows what the name of this actress is? Right. James got it right. He said Anna Joy Taylor, which is what I said. I'm not sure if it's not Anna Taylor Joy. Anna Taylor Joy. So from Queen's Gambit, she was in recently. Do you remember with the red hair? But she had red hair in Queen's Gambit. All right. So she is a very well-known actress. And we're all showing our age because not all of you immediately said you knew who she was. And you should have, because she's on every single talk show. All right. So anyway, that's right. That's Anna. Now, this is a picture of her. This is an actual picture. So the first thing that we wanted to do was personalize her. I'm not making her talk here yet because we're going to be able to do that, but I'm going to be able to personalize her. Watch. Okay, do you see what I did there on the right? Thank you, April. Anya Taylor-Joy. Thank you. That's better. She's one of my favorite actresses. I can't remember her name. Anya Taylor-Joy on the left, Anya Taylor-Joy on the right. Now, I've got a confession to make, and that is this was my second try. I want to show you how bad it was on my first try because I want to be upfront and honest. So let me get my picture out. This was my first try. All right. Watch how bad this is. Oh my gosh. So what did I do? I rendered it again. And this is what I got on the second try. I mean, it was night and day. So that's why I said it's not perfect. And I want to be upfront and honest and tell you why we're going to be throwing in something today called the Mega Bundle that is going to give you an unlimited chance to make, you know, as many videos as you want so that you'll be able to play around with it. But yeah, I'm actually going to make her talk later as well. How many people here know who this guy is? This is a pretty famous internet marketer. How many people know the guy on the left? Right, that's Tim. We got about 20 people who said that's Tim. That's Tim. Tim V. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we created on the right. What we did is we took his picture, we put it in, and then we're able to create a moving Tim. And we did several scenes with him. There's scene 1. And there's scene 2. And scene 3. There should have been 4. We must have edited one out. 3 scenes of Tim right there for you. Now, the funny thing is you can do pose control in this as well, in the video side as well. So, for instance, we take this image. This is a pose that we actually got from the text to image side that we liked. And then we forced our moving woman, a different woman that we created. There she is right there on the right. and she's moving, but she's in the same general position as our original model. So we have pose control as well. But we also have something called face swap. So even though you can make people look exactly the same or almost exactly the same, like Anya or Tim, we have our old face swap feature that was part of Synthesys that we're able to swap Leonardo DiCaprio's face into the actual face part of Tom Cruise. So we're going to do that here. So that's the image on the right that we swapped in. And isn't that funny how he became Leonardo DiCaprio? But the same hair. It's Tom Cruise's hair, Tom Cruise's suit. We just swapped out the face. But of course, the most important is the lip sync. Now, you remember before from that video that we were watching that you could lip sync it and make it really, the lips just are nearly perfect. Here, watch.
I'm Emily, and I want to share with you the story of my first time in the snow. It was an unforgettable experience. I had never seen snow before, so when my family decided to take a winter vacation to this beautiful cabin in the woods, I was beyond excited. The moment we arrived, I was mesmerized by the sparkling white landscape. It felt like stepping into a winter wonderland. I put on my favorite teal ski jacket with its cozy fur-lined hood and stepped outside. The cold air nipped at my cheeks, but I didn't mind.
Now, I want to point out that the reason she's talking like that about the cold air nipping at her cheeks and the teal jacket and the fur-lined hat is because the person that created this actually used that as the prompt to create her. All right. So she's wearing those very things that she's mentioning in the video. Now, you may have noticed that that went for a long, long time, that it was over 4 seconds long, as John is now pointing out. We've figured out, and I don't know how this works, that when you do lip syncing and you take a video that's created and then lip sync it, that it allows you to make really long videos, way longer than I would ever think. And even though she's kind of stationary and just her lips are moving in this one, in some of them, the actual face is moving as well. We could have gotten Anya to keep on talking and talking and talking if we wanted to. And I have to go over with Oliver why this is, but it's like kind of a cheat code where you can actually make longer than just 4-second clips or 4-second clips that are related. You could actually go beyond that. And the way to do that is to apply the lip sync. Here, watch. She's still chatting, this girl.
Enchanted by the sight of snowflakes gently falling around me. I remember scooping up a handful of snow and forming my first snowball. It was so soft and powdery. I couldn't resist throwing it up in the air and watching it break apart like tiny crystals. But the most magical moment was when I stumbled upon this cozy log cabin. It looked like something out of a fairy tale, with smoke curling from the chimney.
I didn't realize her eyes were blinking occasionally. Thank you for pointing that out, Sheldon. So yeah, so the point is what we did here is we just put it, you'll see in the demo, we put in an audio, okay? We actually stuck an audio in. And when we did that, just the little MP3 file, right? And when we uploaded the MP3 file, that's why I was offering my voiceover to you before. That is exactly how you do it and make her speak. Yeah, John, you have to say the words. Do you remember the words? You can't just say, I am buying. You have to say, I want it now. John, you say, I want it now. Here, watch the lip sync again.
But yeah, he pulled me up on stage and then handed me a guitar.
I lost my audio.
But yeah, he pulled me up on stage and then handed me a guitar.
Can you guys hear me? You can. Okay, so I lost my microphone. And I'm now speaking to you through my Mac. I need to make sure you can still hear me.
Yes, you sound good.
Okay, yeah, I've lost the ability to check the questions and answers out. So when I hand this over to you later, what I may do is log out, Luann, and then log back in, because I could still
Okay.
control the slideshow, but
No
I can't
problem.
see the questions and answers because my microphone caused that problem. Great. So now that you can, are you able to hear Anya now? Now that I don't have my mic, Luann, I'm going to play her again. Let me know.
But yeah, he pulled me up on stage and then handed me a guitar.
Yes, we can hear her.
You could hear her? Okay,
Yes,
great. Was it low or was it okay?
a little bit low.
All right. So when we get to the demo, I'll have people turn their speakers up. So what I want folks to understand as we watch this right here is that, again, last night I went to the Tonight Show and I just got a clip of the real actress saying that she went to a Beach Boys concert. So she goes to the Beach Boys concert. She says Mike Love, when she was 14, was so excited to see how interested she was in the Beach Boys, being there's quite an age gap there, obviously, that this is what he did.
But yeah, he pulled me up on stage and then handed me a guitar.
That's actually her saying that. So that's how lip sync works. I took the MP3 of that little clip and I just uploaded it. And she could have just kept on speaking and speaking and speaking. It could have been a long clip. One of the most exciting things about this, though, is that we've completely integrated with Canva. Now, EVA's Canva integration is in the process of final approval this instant. We're not talking about a long time here. We're talking about days or a week, maybe, that it will be available to use with EVA within the week. As a founder, you will be the first to use this cutting-edge AI video technology in conjunction with Canva for your video projects. I know it sounds unbelievable that a free photo editor, that I know that the paid version's even better, and probably you'll want to get that, but it's low cost. But it's unbelievable to me that Oliver pulled this off and nobody else was able to pull it off that I know of, like in the whole world. We're actually integrated so that when I say integrated, I mean integrated. You go into Canva and we're inside of Canva. You will have a little switch that you turn on and you will be inside of Canva itself, so that the projects you create in Canva, you can embed your creations within. So you can make videos in there. And of course, you could do other things as well in terms of your projects looking a certain way, because it's a design program, primarily Canva. It allows you to create ads and designs and banners and everything that, it's just the best alternative to Photoshop and then some, because it's not, Photoshop isn't geared towards the kind of work that you and I do. Now, you asked and we listened. I know that this is exciting. You could purchase anytime during the webinar. Remember the secret code word. It's, I want it now. I want it now. And you'll get a coupon too. And we're also throwing in the mega bundle too, so that you have unlimited. I'll explain more about that later. Why? First 50 people, it's already gone. So what I'm going to do is the next 50 people who get in on the Founders Edition will get a free 1-minute custom voiceover done by me, the voice of internet marketing. Okay. This is my thing. I'm a voiceover artist by trade. I was a television weather guy. I think I mentioned that early in the webinar. And I've been doing voiceovers for years. I did a children's show at one point. I did Ready to Go. That was the children's show. And you could get this at any time. Now I'm going to show you the demo. I'm sure you're ready for it. And it'll show you how it works on the inside, because it's really easy. And my partner Anshu is going to show you some parts of it, like the Canva integration. And I'm going to voice over the other parts. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to work on the inside. Before I do, I want to make sure you turn the volume up, because my microphone went down. I was getting too excited and I was swinging it around. and I don't have my mic, but this is working on the integrated audio that's on the inside, all right? And that means that you have to turn your speakers up because you've been reporting low volume. So tell me when you're ready. Okay, they're ready? All right, here we go. I'm going to take you on a journey through Epic Video AI, which boasts the first true text-to-video creation, or better yet, image-to-video creations, meaning you have video assets for any project you want that comes into your mind. Speaking of image-to-video, you don't have to search for images to use to make motion videos, because of course, text-to-image is included too. So think about that. With EVA, you could think of any image and then turn it into motion videos based on that image as well to get consistent results. First, bring your imagination to life by creating superb text to images, or even portraying yourself or your client or even a celebrity in any outfit within any scene. But it gets better because for both images and videos, you can create 4 scene stories. You could swap out someone's face for another, and you can even make subjects of your videos and images speak with lip sync.
I'm Brandon with your latest weather update.
The best part, you could do this inside of the popular free image and video editor Canva. We're completely integrated with that platform. Here, let me give you a brief demonstration of just how easy it is to bring your imagination to life. Unlike other text-to-image software, for starters, what we can do is create various different scenes. For instance, if you look in the box at the top here in our image section, we actually put in a pre-written prompt that we wrote out and put on a document. It just says, a beautiful, modern, and classy lady wearing a white gown with a slight smirk, detailed skin face, and eyes, with natural lighting. Now look what we have on the right here. It says create story. One scene, we wanted her seated in an office. There she is seated in an office. Then we wanted her standing in an office lobby. We actually put her in an office lobby automatically. Holding a book. There she is, holding a book right there. And looking through her office window. And that's, of course, the last scene on the right. Now you could loop these together in a video, or perhaps you're creating an image, a book filled with images. You could do anything with these various different related scenes with the same person or the same AI person being highlighted. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more you can do. Look how we can take a prompt. You can see the prompt right there that we wrote. And what we can do is we can just put that prompt into the box. And then by clicking on personalize on the right-hand side, there it is. You see where we actually uploaded an image of Tom Cruise right into there. So basically, we are going to create a scene of a photorealistic selfie of a smart-looking American model dressed in a pale gray vested suit with a slight smirk, highly detailed, exciting city atmosphere. All right, we're going to do that right now, and it will look like Tom Cruise in each one of the outputs. And when I say each one of the outputs, it's because we chose to have 4 output unrelated images. So there's the Tom Cruise image right there. Okay, that's what we actually used to create those 4 new Tom Cruises. Okay, the third one is a little bit goofy. The ones that I really like, obviously, the first, second, and the fourth, all really good. I even like that third one. All right, so that's how we do personalization. Now, there's one other option that we have in addition to personalization, and that is called pose control. Now, pose control also allows us to upload an image, just like we did with Tom Cruise, but this time, it's not to change the face, not the facial features, but the actual way the body is going to mold itself. You'll see what I mean. We're going to copy the body position of one image, For that, let me pass this over to my partner, who has a great demonstration of how pose control works.
So first we have to type in a prompt. So something like photo shoot of a woman on the beach in a flowing dress, staring over her shoulders. So I'm going to select pose control out here and upload an image, all right, for pose control. So I'm going to select this image. Let me show you how it looks. All right, this is Selma Hayek. All right, so I'm going to select this. Wait for it to upload. And then click on generate. It takes a few seconds to generate. So all right, here we go. So this is how pose control would work.
Now, while all this is really amazing, especially that facial feature, how you can take an exact face of somebody and actually put them anywhere. This gets even better when you go straight from text to video or image to video. Here, let's take a look. Here's a beautiful scene that we have created. Basically, this is how the prompt read that we produced it. Mysterious, enchanted, and intricate detail of a sunken ship in a vivid coral reef with schools of colorful fish swimming. And this, believe it or not, is that incredible result. But remember the woman that we did before that we created a story for? What if we could actually put her in motion? All right, so by clicking Create Story on the right, and then taking a prompt like this, a beautiful, modern, and classy lady wearing a white gown with a slight smirk, detailed skin and face and eyes, natural lighting. As you can see, that's basically what we've got here. All right, and then remember before we said seated in her office for one scene? There's the office. Standing in an office lobby, there's the lobby. Holding a book, there's the book. And looking through her office window, there's the windows. Can you believe this? We've just created a full AI story. Now, the next thing is we could do pose control for her as well. Remember we did pose control in the images? We could do pose control in videos as well. The only difference this time is, of course, there's motion. Now, the personalization feature that you just saw me click, that is really cool because you could actually do, people's faces like we did before. We were doing Tom Cruise. We could do that for motion as well. Here, watch. We're going to upload a Tom Cruise image like we did before. I'm going to open it up. And then once that's uploaded, we're going to apply it to the actual face. We're going to apply it. And this time we've created a Tom Cruise image. And there's Tom Cruise. So we've got a very interesting image here. This is our classy businessman. And we put the Tom Cruise face in. But now we could go one step further. If we want, we can actually get him to lip sync. So we have a choice of face swapping, where we can put in someone else's face. We could upscale it, or we could lip sync. Now, if we lip sync, what we do is we load in an audio file, all right? And if we load in an audio file, we can make Tom Cruise, basically, we can make him speak. So what we've done is we've loaded in what's called EVA.mp3. That's just what we call the audio file. And now watch when we click on lip sync. There's Tom Cruise actually speaking. Although we did load in a female voice.
Hi, I am Eva, meaning Epic Video AI.
This time I've regenerated Tom Cruise, but we're going to use the face swap feature. Now the face swap feature allows us to put in somebody else's face into Tom Cruise. So we just loaded in an image of Leonardo DiCaprio, and there's Leo. But the best part is you could do all this stuff inside of Canva itself. Watch this demonstration from one of my partners, Anshu.
Hello, everybody. So today we are going to see the Synthesys AI video app inside of Canva. So this is how the interface looks like. The app is located out here. You have a text box out here to enter your text prompts. So for example, let me type in a simple text prompt like, all right, my prompt is frog on a lily pad, 3D animation. So now I'm going to click on generate. You can now see the progress bar out here. Usually it is ready within less than 1 minute. Here we go. So you can see the frog on a lily pad, like we just entered in the prompt. So you can add it to your project by just clicking on it. And here the video has been added to your Canva project. So let me just expand it a little bit. All right. Now, to delete this video from your Canva project, all you have to do is select it and then delete it. And now let's try a little more complex text prompt. Okay, so something like this one. So the prompt is a dog walking down the street at sunset with the sun setting in the background, and person walking down the street. Furry art, anime, visual anime. All right. So I'm going to click on generate again. Here is the video that has been rendered. So you can again click on it and it'll get added to your Canva project. All right, so this is how you can actually create short videos using text prompts in the AI videos Canva app. Now, if you want to see the generations that you have created in the past, you can click on go to generations out here. And it will show you all the videos that you have generated in the past.
Now, I know this is a lot, but man, it's easy. And EVA is really an open canvas of what you could create with no limits. In fact, once you have all these pieces and understand how to create them, you could use them within any video editor to make even more robust videos than you've ever imagined before, filled with as many EVA AI creations as you want. No need for stock footage or stock images, and much more targeted to whatever is in your mind. Before we end the demo, consider this. Those text to videos that you just saw just in the last 30 seconds were edited in to make this video look even better. Imagine what this can do for the videos that you work on for yourself or your clients. All right. Now, as I mentioned before, I cannot read the question and answer box right now. I will be able to later. So I have right next to me a computer where I'm speaking to Luann and some of the others, and they'll let me know if something urgent comes out. But I will tell you that I am very excited that that demo worked, and I want to make sure that you guys heard it okay. So why don't you just let us know, because the rest of the staff is watching. Make sure that when you turn the speaker up that you saw that okay. Okay, yeah, they're telling me that you did see that okay, and those that turned the speakers up were just fine since it was just a little bit low. By the way, a reminder, at the very beginning of the webinar, we showed that incredible video that I concocted yesterday, and it was a little jerky because I tried to show it to you, not integral to the way I just did now, but I tried to show it to you by dragging it onto my screen. And some folks said it was a little jerky. So I just want to tell you why. It was because of the connection and the way that we were playing it. All right, so let's talk about ways to use this thing. All right, the most obvious way that I've been using it, and most folks use it, or will be using it, is to make what's called B-roll videos for your video editing. So anytime you're doing any kind of video editing, it's just going to be there at your fingertips. For instance, last week I made a TikTok video, okay? And I actually got 1.2 million views on this video. I'm not exaggerating at all. I'll tell you exactly what I did, and you can even copy this. I said that tonight is the full strawberry moon. It's the most romantic moon of the year. And so many young people got all into that they just jumped on me, all right? They just jumped on the video. But in order to make that video, what did I do? I went into EVA and I created a moonrise, a moon actually rising with a couple looking at that moon in the distance. Now, it's funny because I didn't think to show that during the webinar, but I did absolutely do that. And I did absolutely get 1.2 million views to that video. And it certainly didn't hurt to have that clip of the moonrise with the couple on the beach, which was popped in my mind. And I am not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. In fact, during this webinar, when Luann takes over later to answer some questions, I'll dig that video up and I'll show it to you. I'll just put my phone right in front of the camera or something. That's one way to use it. The other obvious way to use it is for stock videos. All right. So that's related to the B-roll videos, but it's two ways. You don't need stock videos necessarily anymore. It doesn't hurt, but if you could just come up with them off the top of your head, you have almost all your video needs solved when you're making a video. Or you can sell video clips when people ask for a certain kind of video. All right. That's another way. Then e-commerce product listing videos. This is important. Did you remember when we showed you the stake that was rotating before during my initial opening? You can make products move. So you could take, let's say, a telescope, a small telescope or binoculars or a camera on Amazon, and you can make it move. It could be in different positions, but because you're feeding in the image of that specific product, you could have that product in different situations. You could have the steak on a plate. You could have the steak being eaten by somebody. You just can put this in all different locations and backgrounds and settings. The other thing is to use motion backgrounds for intro and outro videos. It's great for children's stories, as you saw. We did 2 children's stories in our example earlier. And a cartoon creator, you could create cartoons with this. And then you could absolutely freeze your cartoon character and bring it from one scene to another scene to another scene with the same cartoon character. You saw me do that with the Snow Girl. You could personalize images and videos for you or your clients. Think about that for a minute. You go up to one of your clients, right? He is a lawyer. You say, how would you like to be seen in different settings for your, for your website? You don't have to have a whole photo shoot. We could show you in different settings. A restaurant owner, you could actually take that restaurant owner and put him in different settings. A massage therapist, you could put her in different settings. Your clients can be put in all different settings because of you, because we include the commercial rights. So you could use this for your clients. Then you could use it as assets for faceless YouTube and TikTok channels. What is that? Well, faceless YouTube and TikTok channels really rely heavily on the graphics. And the problem is, and this happened to me earlier today, again on TikTok, I seem to have gotten a strike for using content that was deemed unoriginal. Now, that means that I used something that was used before somewhere else. So before they even go into problems, into any sort of legal problems, and say, hey, you're not legally using that, they don't even go that far. They give you a strike if they deem that it's just not original. And the kind of strike they give you is they penalize you if you're in their creator rewards program, or they just stop showing your video, which is normally what is happening. So this morning I had a video that was doing incredibly well. It's still doing fairly well, but they've stopped showing it. And the only reason it's doing well is because it's being passed around from person to person to person to person. But they deemed it that the content wasn't original. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you use, of course, assets for YouTube and TikTok that are from this. Now, when I say faceless, I mean you don't have to be in the video. But if you're not in the video, you have to fill it with all kinds of graphics and stuff. You have to make sure that you're filling it up so that your video is more than hopefully 1 minute so you can get paid, which is what's required for TikTok to get paid for views. You have to go over a minute. And for YouTube, of course, your video should be even longer than that, unless you're doing YouTube shorts and just trying to get followers. So you need assets. Now, you can get some assets off of Pexel and Pixabay. There's no question about it. But every time I go on there, I can't get exactly what I'm looking for. That's why I had the moon rising out of the beach that I mentioned a moment ago. Because I couldn't get that. That was too specific. So you could use it for something like that. And of course, you could use it for TV commercials, social media ads. It's a whole bunch of things. What could you think of? Now, we do have another thing to talk about. And again, I'm going to need you to turn your volume up. And that is what I started out our whole presentation about. And then I know that you guys are dying to, find out more about the price and what you're getting as a founder and all that. But I just want you to understand that these clips can be put together inside a video editor. And we give you the instructions on just how to use a video editor like CapCut, okay? This is an example of how that would work. Turn up your volume.
Welcome to why sleep is essential for your health. Sleep improves brain function, supports heart health, and repairs your body. Poor sleep can lead to memory problems, weakened immunity, and increased risk of chronic diseases. Establish a regular sleep schedule. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. And keep your bedroom cool and dark. Avoid screens before bed and limit caffeine intake, especially in the evening. Prioritize sleep and enjoy the benefits of a well-rested mind and body.
I like that. I'm going to watch it again. I liked it so much.
Welcome to why sleep is essential for your health. Sleep improves brain function, supports heart health, and repairs your body. Poor sleep can lead to memory problems, weakened immunity, and increased risk of chronic diseases. Establish a regular sleep schedule. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. And keep your bedroom cool and dark. Avoid screens before bed and limit caffeine intake, especially in the evening. Prioritize sleep and enjoy the benefits of a well-rested mind and body.
All right, great. Now, let's get to it. You guys ready to find out what the deal is and what this whole founders thing is all about? All right, I'm getting your answers indirectly here. So let me just read over here on my right. Are they getting excited? Yes? Okay. All right, here's the story. Today we're offering, to get this, the Founders Edition. That's really funny. That's my dad calling. You are going to be getting the Founders Edition, the bundle, and what we call the mega bundle. But what does that really mean? Well, here's what the Founders Edition is. The Founders Edition is true text to image, as you know, and also text to video. And it's also image to video. Then the coming Canva integration, you get that as well, of course. You could create EVA videos directly within Canva and use in projects. You get the face swap feature inside the video section and the pose control inside both the text and video section. You get the personalization where you can make it look like people for both image and video. You get the image creation with consistency. You create images with consistent characters from scene to scene. In addition, you can create AI video stories up to 4 scenes of 4 seconds each. It's equipped with lip sync technology as well, as you saw, so you could have your characters read stories. That's what's in the bundle package. Everything that you have seen today, which is the main product, all the upgrades, and I'll talk about the bonuses in a minute, but we're going to do one more thing for you. In addition to these bonuses, which are great prompts that will help you create these videos for EVA, and your second bonus, the special EVA/Canva training, which is going to be an actual live webinar, okay? So that you can learn how to feed, well, you're actually in Canva. You're feeding EVA into Canva because you're inside Canva when you do it. We'll train you how to do that even more. How to use the CapCut course, because the CapCut course is going to teach you the video editing if you don't already know about video editing, so you could put together scenes like we showed you with the sleeping couple just moments ago. And we're including the music, the Infinite Tunes music generator, so that you can make those videos rock. And there's more bonuses as well, but I'm not even going to talk about them because I'm so excited about those 4 bonuses, not to mention my voiceover bonus. But what's this with the mega bundle? What's that about? Well, remember I said this isn't perfect. And remember I showed you that really bad generation of Anya Taylor-Joy at the beginning, and I said it took me 2 tries. Well, it may take you more than 2 tries. It may take you 3 tries or 4 tries. So I begged Oliver. I said, for just the folks on the webinar, they've actually sat through having to listen to me on a webinar. Can we completely give them the mega bundle for free by giving them a coupon? So yeah, you're going to be getting unlimited fair use. So you're going to be getting unlimited so that you could just make many different creations and create video after video after video every day. Okay? So that you don't have to worry if one doesn't come out right. You see what I mean? So we are throwing that in so that you, as founding members, will be able to make many different videos until you get it right. And I just begged Oliver to do that so that we would be able to give you something that you could really use without worrying about it. But we're only doing that on the webinars. So there's another webinar tomorrow, for instance, and they'll also be given the mega bundle at 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday, Eastern time. They'll also have that deal where there'll be the mega bundle thrown in. So just to be clear, I want to go over this one more time, everything that you're getting. Text to image, text to video, and image to video, right? You make an image inside the text to video if you want, and then you bring it over to the video side, and you could bring it to life. Canva integration, face swap, pose control, personalization, where you can make it look like you over and over again. Put yourself in outer space if you want. Image creation with consistency as a result, where you create images and consistent characters throughout different scenes. You could create AI video stories up to 4 scenes of 4 seconds each. Equipped with lip sync technology, and you could string all these together because you'll be able to do that in a video editor if you want. We're going to, of course, have you be able to do that with our How to Use CapCut course, and you'll also be able to do it inside Canva too, and we're going to train you on that on a special webinar. I think the webinar is in about 10 days' time. We're going to give you some great prompts so that you get the hang of telling EVA. Like, I'll give you an example. When I first did the Anya Taylor-Joy, I was getting black and white images. I just said, do blonde hair, brown eyes, blonde hair, brown eyes, and then it was a color image after that. That's an example of some of the prompts that we'll give you. And the Infinite Tunes music generator, that's going to be included too as a bonus. And that means you'll be able to really make these sound great. And the mega bundle is the unlimited use. Who is ready to see the ridiculously low, one-time only price